folks, and welcome back, and thank you for joining me again this week. I am in Pratumnak Hill this week, and I'm staying at the Aiyara Hotel, which is actually quite a busy road, but my room's surprisingly quiet actually. Yeah, I've not stayed in Pratumnak. Well, I've stayed in Pratumnak once before, right down the end of Source 5, and it was a bit sort of out of the way. This one's a much better location. It's right on the back bus route. You can walk to the end of the road and you can get a back bus straight into Pattaya or straight down to Jomtien. So yeah, much better location. I've got a deluxe room on the 6th floor. There's 3 buildings. It's actually quite a big hotel. I'm in the 2nd building, and there's a couple of swimming pools, there's a gym. So yeah, let me show you around this one. I've got breakfast as well, so hopefully we'll have a look at that. So yeah, let me go and show you around and have a look at a different option in Pratumnak Hill. So check-in is as normal, 2 o'clock. I did arrive a little bit before 2 and there was no chance I was getting in the room. There was quite a few people waiting in reception. 1,000 baht deposit and just a copy of your passport. So I'm on the 6th floor. My room is just here. Right, let's have a look at this room. So as we come in, you've got your normal sort of makeup room and do not disturb. Bit of hanging space and sort of communal slippers for hotel use. Double wardrobe, spare pillow, not much in there. And then we've got your tea and coffee. There is actually tea and sugar. Safety box, firmly fixed down. Little fridge, not much in it, but it is on. And then we've got a TV, 50-inch probably, something like that. And another one of the menus if you break anything. No smoking. And then we've got a bit of a balcony. It's quite a large balcony actually. I'm overlooking the pool, so I've got a swimming pool view. There's my view. That's a smaller swimming pool. There's another one on the rooftop of the 3rd building. Then we've got a seat and a coffee table, bedside unit with very interesting sort of elephant light. Yes, it's quite a large room. It feels almost like it's a corner room. I don't think it is, but it certainly feels like it is. Quite a large bed, 7 foot. Right, let's have a look in the ensuite. Oh, you've got your air conditioning. There's no remote control for the air conditioning then, so it's let's have a look at the ensuite. So nice big ensuite again. So sink and mirror over, hair dryer. What have we got? Cotton buds, soap, shower cap. Then obviously your toilet and your hose and towels. Actually got a bathtub with this one. And then we've got a shower. Just a normal sort of shower. Shower gel and conditioning shampoo. Yeah, that's not too bad. Doesn't actually splash everywhere, that's all, because there's no shower curtain or door or anything. And the light switch, which I would say was the wrong way around. I would have thought that should be horizontal, but there you go. Right, let's have a quick look at the bed. So yeah, 7 foot bed. Is it one piece or is it 2? It's actually 1 mattress, which makes a change. Quite thick, a little bit of a pad on top, I would say, but fairly soft. And the pillows, yeah, they're fairly soft pillows. So look at the other side. It's definitely a single mattress, or a double, well, one-piece double mattress, I should say. Yeah. There we go. That's quite nice. Right, I'll do the blackout curtain test. I've already shut one set of curtains. So that's the second set. Yeah, so it's pretty dark in here actually. You can definitely sleep in here in the afternoon or the mornings. Let's do the long shot. So we'll do sort of a long sweeping shot of the room. There we go. Right, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So my room came with breakfast. Breakfast is in building 1, just off of the reception. So we start off, we have various sort of salads and lettuce and tomatoes all chopped up with a few dressings. And then a hot soup station. And this is the egg station. You could have eggs or omelettes made. And then we had hot dog sausages and ham, pork stew, a creamy sauce stew, macaroni, stir-fried noodles. I think this one was stir-fried vegetables and stir-fried cabbage. And then here we have the fruit, was a dragon fruit and watermelon, with a couple of cereals, a couple of fruit juices and milk. And these were pre-made fried eggs. And then round here was your tea and coffee and toast. And you had jam, you had strawberry jam or pineapple jam, white bread for your toaster, tea or coffee, and then there was some cakes. So yeah, it was quite a large dining room, plenty of room. They were clearing the tables all the time, which is always nice to see as well. So this is the first of the swimming pool. Apparently there's 2 swimming pools. This is the first one. This is building, well, level 3 on the second building. So yeah, it's quite a lot, 1.7 metres deep, so that's actually quite deep. There's a few sort of sun lounges and things, and umbrellas. And then this is the fitness room or the gym. So we've got the normal stuff, the sort of the treadmills, the bikes, the cross trainers. There's sort of a multi-gym and a sit-up bench. And there's a few sort of free weights in there. Yeah, it's not a bad sized gym actually. Let's do the longer shot of the gym. And there's actually quite a nice sort of, you're under sort of cover, so you're completely shaded here if you want to sit in these 3 chairs, which I think is what I'm going to do. So there seems to be sort of 3 parts to this, 3 different buildings, and obviously that's the big swimming pools on the furthest away building. I think I'm in building 2. So I'm not quite sure what happened here, but we seem to be filming in slow motion with no audio. So this is the main swimming pool anyway, on the top of the 3rd building. There's a small sort of plunge pool, or perhaps a kids pool. And then the main swimming pool is probably 20 metres with a really nice view of Johnston Beach. It's actually quite a big hotel, this is where you come in, so we've got a few sort of massage. Places here on the other side of the road. Yes, there's certainly plenty of areas to sit in there. So my final thoughts on the Aiyara, which I think is how you say it, hotel in sort of Pratumnak. I've only ever stayed in Pratumnak once before, and I stayed right down the end of, I think it was Soi 5, right by the beach. This is probably a much better location because it's right on the back bus route, so you can get into Jontian and get into Pattaya from here really easily. And you can still walk down to Pratumnak Soi 5 if you want sort of a night out in Pratumnak, no problem at all. The room itself is actually quite a large room, a little bit older, but it's actually a nice big room. This is a deluxe room, and it comes with breakfast. And as I say, I've got a pool view and a sort of balcony, and I think it's quite a nice room for the money. The internet wasn't great. I put the internet speeds up. I've done the check a couple of times. Internet's pretty poor here, to be honest with you. But the TV is pretty good too, and it's a smart TV, and the TV works quite well. There's quite a few channels, movie channels, sports channels, and what they have got here in the ensuite is a bathtub. I do quite often get requests for bathtubs, and there's one in this place, and you don't come across a menu very often, to be honest with you. So yeah, if for people who want bathtubs, there's one here, and it's quite a large one, and you've got a shower as well, so you've got the best of both worlds. The shower unfortunately did go hot and cold, so yeah, that was a bit sort of, takes a bit of getting used to. 2 swimming pools, there's actually 3, but one's under renovation at the moment, but there's 2 swimming pools. My room came with breakfast. Breakfast was pretty good actually. It was busy when I got down there. I got down about 7:30, it was quite busy, and I think it was sort of a day trip coming and going. But yeah, breakfast itself, plenty of choice, and it was being refreshed continuously. I would say a good sort of 6 out of 10 for breakfast. And even the coffee was actually quite nice, which it sometimes can be a bit, iffy, should we say. Yeah, check-in was 2 o'clock, and it was a strict 2 o'clock. I did arrive a bit earlier, as I tend to, and I was allowed to, I could sit around the pool, but I couldn't actually get in the room till 2 o'clock, which is fair enough. Right, so what did I pay for this? So I paid 2,492 baht for 2 nights, which works out 1,246 a night, which included breakfast. And for the size of the room and the hotel, I think it's pretty good. The bed was okay, a little bit. I think it's a bit of an older bed. It's got a bit of a dip in it. I've had some quite nice beds recently. I mean, I slept all right. But yeah, you can tell it's a bit of an older mattress, to be honest with you. No noise whatsoever. I mean, noise level was minimal last night. There was a bit of sort of traffic out on the roads, but it certainly didn't keep me awake at all, sort of thing. So all in all, it's not a bad hotel, this. It's an okay location, very central for getting around. Pretty good price point. Breakfast is pretty good. Couple of swimming pools, plenty of parking. So if you fancy sort of trying out Pratumnak and just staying out of the action and travelling back into it, this could actually be quite a good option for you. So let me know if you stay there, and I'll leave this one here. And as always, thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.